Hello everybody, welcome back to another run of FTL Mods, A Strange New Galaxy. Yeah, there's so much content in this one that one run wouldn't be enough to really show what this mod is all about. Mods is made by Max. I should really said that sooner, but oh well. Anyway, as far as ships go, I've seen one that consists with nothing but drones. Just a sec. Sorry about that one. Anyway, I saw a ship that was just drones. I think it was on this one. Ah, there it is. Hangar. Yeah, that's the drone recovery arm, huh? Alright. Antarian ship android, neutron bolts for damage to crew. Ion beam. Yeah, okay. Let's give this one a whack, shall we? Rebels overran the Federation, but they didn't stop there. War that spread all over the galaxy, and species you never heard from a Federation or the rebels were suddenly involved in a battle that once was just a civil war. Now it's up to you, get the data to the Federation headquarters as quickly as possible. Okay. Well, we can move you out, because we don't have weapons. That power is going to waste there. No need the medbay powered up. And we can lower O2 if need be, but we have a backup battery, so there's no real need to. You come across a small Antarian vessel. You hail it and an android answers with an automated message. Supply ship Delta 7X1. Submit valid Antarian codes for transfer of goods. Antarian presence detected. Status civilian. Allowed free ration of food and 5 units of fuel. Oh, and it's a store as well. Okay. Well then, what do we have? Picking up scrap recovery arm now would be a great thing. Superior armor. Yeah, I think that's worth it. We're not playing Captain's Edition, so I'm not losing anything other than just the 20% hull damage. Yeah. Alright. See how this one handles in combat if you ever get the chance. Shield effect's nice. Come on! Isn't there anyone here? Nope. Oh, here we go. Alright. So we'll send out these two. And see what they can do. Maybe I should send out the ion beam instead, actually. Nah, that's another drone part wasted then. Fine, our previous offer wasn't generous enough. Let's improve it. Nah, I think I'm good. Oh, it does 1 damage and another system damage. Actually, you do 2 system damage with 1 shot. Seems a little overpowered to me, though. Oh well. Pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Should have. I wouldn't have gotten that one if I didn't go with the. It's okay then. So, order of business is to. Let's say upgrade power, but do we really need it? Well, we'll have to need it at some point. We'll go with shields for now. Following the distress signal, you find a small civilian outpost which is under attack by a Trill ship. The Trill won't care that the station is unarmed. They will slaughter everyone on board. You got to stop them. Now I can't help but notice that they have a teleporter. We have a med bay, so that's not really that big of an issue. They have shields, but they're not powered. But that will soon change, I'm supposing. Fuck it. We'll do like... Oh, they don't have... Oh, wait. They do have weapons? Oh, man. Alright. You are out, and... You're out, and we'll send... everyone into the med bay. Well, might as well wait until they board, which probably isn't going to take too long. That teleporter is sufficiently damaged. Let's see if these two... Ooh, wow. I assume I will get all of my drone parts back. Can't say for sure that I know what I'm doing either. Assuming I'm hitting crew in there. Problem is I'm not sure if I'm actually got a fire going somewhere. We'll let this one run and see if we end up... Oh, do we have sensors? We have sensors, so let's go have a look. Right, go up. There we go. Alright. Ultra on board are dead. First thing you should do is shutting down their distortion generator before anything can go wrong. After that, you loot the ship. We never thought the South was to be attacked by any point. Good thing you showed up here, or those trills would have ripped us apart. Take this as a reward. Nice. Alright, let's spend some money on power now. Still don't need anyone on weapons. Should probably start looking for a weapon if you come across a ship that has a anti-ship drone. Anti-ship drone? Well, you know what I mean. Drone defense drone thing. As you reach the beacon, the ship already waits you with the loaded weapons. It must be a pirate by the looks of it, but you don't care. If someone tries to kill you, you generally don't care which species they might be. You are right on that end. Now, I don't see any weapons they have, but I'm assuming this... Yeah, there it goes. They only have 2 shots, which means it's pretty safe for me to go have a look at how the crew is doing in there. So yeah, they're humans. What do you do? Just 1 system damage. Might as well send you out then. Just stay away from the front of the ship. Well, if they want to destroy themselves by taking out the fire, then by all means I'm not here to stop them. Just saying it's not really a good idea on your end. Yes, fire. There we go. Come on, just no, don't go there. Ooh, that was close. It looks... come on. Hit him on the engines. I'm not in any danger here, but it's not like I'm here. Well, not like I have all the time in the world. Let's put it like that. He's gonna end up killing himself, isn't he? Come on, hit the engines. Engines, thank you. You board the ship and look through the board computer, but you still have no idea why or where they attacked you. Oh, who they were or why they attacked you. Look like humans to me. And that's all I can say about the matter. Seeing that's how we're playing with this one now, it seems like a good idea to upgrade sensors so we don't have to go in there and power them. Or man them. Hey, it's a normal ship. Concentrate fire on, attack the pirates. Yeah. Always want to have a ship that starts off being focused solely on drones. I think it's gonna be a bit too powerful though, 'cause starting off with a recovery arm for them. Sure, the problem still remains you can't really focus on anything, but Pirates guard signal station, appreciate what you've done, but there'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Right, well, if we want to get another drone up, it'll be 105, so we're probably just gonna beef up the engines a little bit. Maybe start looking out for a normal weapon. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. Looks like it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. And it comes into the system. It claims the refugees are criminals and accuses you of escorting fugitives. Before you can respond, it cuts communication and powers up the weapons. Sure you do. Why wouldn't you? Now, ion beam. 4 damage to crew. That can't be right. 4 damage to crew, is that 60 then? Because it's 4 damage, you need to hit one of those buggers, well, these Sultans in particular, 15 times. No, it's more. 19. Sultan has 57 health, right? No, 70. Ah, whatevs. So if you could land a lucky hit on shields, that would go a long way. There we go. Then we can let these two tear it apart. Never really was a big fan of these crew killing drones on Captain's Edition. The reason's pretty obvious, they tend to miss, well, tend to hit quite a lot of empty rooms, resulting in no progress at all for you, but every ship thanks you for your assistance as a gesture of goodwill and seeing how effectively you dispatch the enemy ship. Yeah. They offer up what supplies they can spare. Nice. Right, well. Zescal comes from any ship which is attacked by an Uzuran or a ship of the Octopus tribe. The Uzurans already have disabled the ship's engine and shields. Appears they prepare to board the ship. They're going to kill everyone on that ship. It's gonna be pretty hard to board. Oh, wait. Anti combat drone. Shoots to stun and possibly destroy your combat drones. Can be shut down by damaging the ship's drone system. Can't do anything. Sorry. Good thing is neither can they. Gotta suck, right? Coming across a ship that has no shields and you still can't do anything to it. Such is life. Really need to get that weapon going, even if it's just a basic laser. Alright, well, decent enough first sector though. Got the scrap recovery arm, got shields up. Now we just need a weapon. Sick. Alright, let's do this. Do what exactly? Looks like I had shields pretty nicely. And what that means, get the bad boys out. So I would like to see how much damage one of those shots actually does. Now that's gonna hit nothing. They're gonna hit these two. Nope, empty room. Empty room. This could be good. Yep, 60. The damage of 4 laser shots, and I assume that's what they mean with 4 damage to crew. Now he's probably not gonna get out of there, but we would like him to, yeah, do exactly that. No more life signs, good to go. And our 25 scrap, this is going pretty well. Do we need power for anything? Well, 2 more extra, so we do no longer need the backup battery would be nice. On the other hand, 2 more in drone control wouldn't be the worst either. But for now, I think we're gonna do that, so we are no longer asking for trouble from the backup battery. Let's go rebel controlled. It's always a pain to burst through Zoltan's super shield, so if we can avoid him, we will. If it were the home worlds, things would be different, but it isn't. You're in a bad spot. Just hoping none of my drones will get hit. Engines are down. Good news. Shouldn't take too long now. There we go. Alright, continue. So yeah, I think it's time that we start looking for some weapons, actually. You're in a system with a planet inhabited by rebels. Even worse, the planet's industry seems to consist only out of military manufacturers. You can detect any rebel ships or starbase within a 1 light-year radius, though. This must be some kind of hidden production facility. You might hit the rebels quite hard if you were to destroy it. Nice. You shoot down onto the planet's surface. Even though you only aim for the war facilities, the shockwave still destroys all surrounding civilian buildings. You watch as life signs fade one after another, but anyway, you destroy all production facilities on the planet. This will slow down rebels down, but at what cost? One I do not care about. You're able a rebel ship when rebellion is complete to see the safer world. Yeah, we've seen this one quite a few times. So we're actually in danger for once, due to the that thing right there. Nothing too much we can do about it. That's just hoping that our drones are smart enough to hit the. We'll get the backup battery going so we can get those 2 out of there. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna hit them too, right? 15. I hope it does 15. It missed. That's even better. One of our drones is down, but that's not too much of an issue. Alright, medbay, 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 medbay. Where is my medbay? There it is. Hiding behind all the surgical tables. Better repair this one, right? So there's a store here. Weapons would be ideal. More drones. Ah, here's a weapon, right? Graviton Pulse. The Graviton Pulse that ignores shields and breaches hulls. 2 power, 5 normal damage, charge time of 40 seconds. Yeah, I thought there'd be a twist this one. I think that's a missile launcher. Yeah. Well, let's take it. Sort of like whatchamacallit, artillery. Without it actually being artillery. No surprise that a weapon pre-igniter would be a great deal here. Approach the station. You just have beams, meaning I can lower shields to power this one up. And I am perfectly safe here, right? So we're gonna give the Grav Pulse a shot first, just to see what it does. Please don't miss, though. That would be painful. Which means we can actually put you there now. Alright. You do not take a missile. And if you land, it does seem to be pretty painful. That's good to know. Now, let's get one of you going. I think you'll be quicker than our Grav Pulse at this moment. Yeah, a little bit. You salvage what you can and approach the station. It's used to relay information to the rebel fleet. You could attempt to hack it. Sure. Alright. Well, we still got a lot of time on our hands with the bombardment we recently did. No, because you can lose a crew member on this one. I'd rather not. Okay, crew member, you can be our pilot, meaning we get more weapon. Well, we got more powered for, I don't know, this thing. And getting one more will allow us to power up 2 drones. So with the big weapon we got in store now, I think we'll probably tag the automated chip, sure. Don't think we'll need the Grav Pulse again. And a lucky miss from the missile means we get out of this one unscathed. Unscathed, whatever. Station was either abandoned or completely empty. Good. Well, not good, but we didn't lose anything out of it either, so. Are we in danger? Of course we are, but it's a risk to get the drones out, because they can be hit by an asteroid, but it would take too long. I would probably end up taking some damage at least. Yep. So he's in a bit of a bad spot. There we go. But we did lose a drone. Oh, well. Trying to get away, huh? We'll get one of you going already, not that you can do too much, but... once we get your friend going as well, things will be different. Graph pulse is almost ready. I hope we can fire it, hope it'll land as well. That's always a bit of a... okay, you go off, you go on. You go off, you go on. Meaning we'll go repair sensors so we can actually see what is going on in there. Shields are back, let's fix that real quick. Right, well, your laser will have to hit the clone bay at some point. There you go. And that's the end of that. Intruders on board. So, what do we have? A defense drone, which means we'll be sending out Zoltans to deal with borders and the Rockman as well. We'll have spare power anyway. For the medbay, for example. Can't really let the weapon go down. Now what are you doing in there? Go fight him. Alright, who's almost dead? The Zoltan. Surprise, surprise, right? Anyway, this should do it. Send you in as well. There we go. Alright, let's hit him. Hopefully. On drones. Which means I can now power up my own. Okay, he's trying to run, so I'm not gonna be taking too long on this. Yep, he's gone. That's unfortunate. Oh well, no time, well, no use standing around here. Rubbish appeals, you Federation scum, blah 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 blah. You know the drill. It's probably going to be a long time until he gets level 2 if you keep using this thing. Just saying. That's what we're looking for. Man, can you imagine that happening to you? Getting your shields destroyed by drones and then sending in drones that just tear at your flesh. Come on, one good hit on shields and we're done here. Well, that buys us a little time. Come on, hit the shields. We know you want to. Come on. Don't let the oxygen run out first. That would be so lame. Come on. Well, the fire's not going to help too much. I'll give you that. There we go. Right, well. 3 more beacons to go. I think we can do all of them. What would we want here? I'm actually going to see if I can't pick up cloaking. Oh damn it, you jumped right into the middle of a rebel fleet that was stationed here. Luckily for you, they didn't expect you to jump right into them and they don't react fast enough, but soon start to chase you. There's a large enemy in the system, maybe you can get rid of your pursuers there. You choose to fight the rebel fleet head on, seriously. Are you suicidal or what? Listen to me, Stanley. Oh man, a Stanley's Parable reference. That's great. Listen to me, Stanley. Choices are meaningful. You can't just pick whatever you want and expect to live. I mean, if I give you the option between eating a poisoned apple and a biscuit, you surely wouldn't take the apple. Nope, biscuit. Ah, good, you're not completely brain dead yet. I have hope for you, Stanley, but sadly this was all just a small Easter egg, since nobody expected you to even consider fighting an entire army on your own. To make certain that you can't cheat your way out of this event, in further playthroughs you're gonna fight the rebel fleet. Anyway. Oh noes. Right, well, oh noes indeed. Because they do have a Vulcan. Don't know if you guys will actually be able to pierce through because they have 2 shields. One thing's for sure, our first shot will go on that graph pulse. Or maybe it should go on shields. Either way, once the Vulcan becomes an issue, we'll probably be able to jump out of here anyway. That's a hit. Unfortunately, so was that. Yep, time to go. Detect rebel scouts on attack. Approach this small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. No one to fire is the rebel fleet, huh? No. Wouldn't really be too sure on that. So we're just gonna wait until we hit the shields again, then send in the other ones. Hope it doesn't take too long. And actually, seeing that we're safe here anyway, I'm thinking I'm just gonna use the graph pulse to do it. Which is great on one end. Unfortunately, it's pretty boring to wait for it. Taking the fact that it probably also has a chance to miss doesn't really bode too well. But it didn't miss. Tear him to shreds. Wow. Defense drone's really the neutron drone is really going for it. I've seen him hit twice in a row. That's pretty impressive. Fortunately, we'll have to take out the medbay as well, and I can't really use my graph pulse for it. That's probably going to be the same issue, and either the auction goes out first or some lucky hits on the med bay. Well, that'll definitely help, killing one of them. There goes the med bay. Well, it's back online, but unfortunately your auction is not doing too hot, is it? So eventually the auction is going to run out completely. And that med bay isn't going to be able to protect you forever. There goes the rest of the air. See if you can save yourself by repairing your med bay. You can, but for how long? One hit from either of drones will have you dead, and that's exactly what happened there. The outpost heals you to Pompous Bastards, except it's free service just because they defeated the Federation. They did not defeat us, my good sir. We're still here, alive and kicking. And I have to fight the rebels, so might as well go here first. Intruders on board, huh? We'll evacuate to the med bay and then open up all doors except these. This one and this one. And probably these as well then, huh? Yeah, they're gonna get the... No! Clutch call. Alright. Well, at least that's one bit of hull damage avoided. Fortunately, this event is a bust. Other than a bit of crew experience, we gain nothing from this. Alright, let's do this. Well, that's actually pretty doable. We're not gonna fight them. Well, not gonna kill them. But if you're used to what events the composition slings at you, this is actually pretty doable. See if you can hit shields. If that happens, then we might as well go for it. One fuel's one fuel, and we don't really stand to lose much else. Except for maybe a bit of hull damage, but at least I won't be cowering from battle now, will I? Would like a hit on missiles first before I, well, on the weapon room. There we go. And then we can send these bad boys in. And go have a look at what's going on. Or not, because we're in a nebula. Right. Well. Who needs healing? You two, go get it. You need to be there. Graph pulse is ready in case we need it. It's unfortunate that we cannot see what's going on though. But I'm assuming a hit on shields will always be good. There we go. Antarian territory. Well, it's new. Let's go check it out. Oh, wait. You've entered Antarian controlled space. The old war between the Antarians and Curiosity might be long over, but the hostilities remain. The Antarians are not happy to see strangers in the space, and their androids are programmed to do everything necessary to get rid of them. Well, a store would be nice. Unfortunately, it's one big nebula. As you finish your jump, you see yourself confronted with a ship of unknown classification that hails you, and the most hideous monster you've ever seen appears on the screen. A huge bug-like creature which spits out green goo with every breath. Mantis. It says, "Greetings, unknown friends. We are the Curiosity Vessel X Clark. We come in peace." Antarians retreat before they send in their robots. You're a fool if you're trusting those bloodthirsty Antarians. And with that, the ship jumps away, because you really don't like Antarians, it seems. Is that just a blue option to get out of it? You can see multiple Antarian vessels and androids absorbing the nebula around them. Your analysis states that this part of the nebula contains out of iron compounds and other heavy metals. The Antarians extract the metal from these nebulas and use it to build their heavily armored ships. Maybe you can take some of it for your own. Fortitude scrap. Alright, well, I think it's about time that we start upgrading some stuff. This seems to be a good choice. So we can get another... So we can get that ion beam as well. Ships will probably start having 2 bars of shields right about now. Which means we can definitely use it. A lucky ion beam on shields will grab us a lot of... well, avoid us some trouble. You finish jumping in an area of the nebula which is currently experiencing an ion storm. All sorts of debris is drifting here with occasional lightning beams jumping between them. This must have been a former battlefield on the Antarian Curiosity. I thought I was gonna call them Qs. Well. You eventually find one ship which is mostly intact, Antarian Terminator. It seems to have lost its power supply. Should you salvage it? Of course. Oh. Aw. And here I was being ready for battle and all that good stuff. Ah well. Let's try again then, huh? Just some hull damage. While you were on board the Terminator, some debris you didn't notice because of all the ions. Because of the ion storm collided with your ship. Well, at least you managed to find some useful stuff. If anything got damaged, it doesn't look like it. Let's head to a store where we would like to pick up a weapon. Well, mind control isn't bad. Mind cloaking, that's what I was after. Shields. Attack Beta. A small Antarian vessel that shoots with an alpha ion laser. 1 damage plus 1 ion damage. That's cool, but we're going with missile defense. The shield drone could be handy as well, but whatevs. Within this nebula, detect dozens of Antarian freighters. They are probably transporting ore or iron or other metals. The freighters themselves are unarmed, and you can't see any military ships guarding the convoy. But in this nebula, you can't be sure. Antarian contacts the convoy and demands a free supply shipment. The android transporting private property. Access limited. Request denied. Well, it was worth a try. That it was. Sure. Long-range weaponry. Oh, that would be grand. Oh, and his weapons too. Do we have time to do some jumps? 1. Well, let's hope it's a good one. Please let there be combat or at least a good scrap reward. Crap. Let's try again. Danger, that's good. That's a cool looking ship. You have jumped right into the center of an ion storm, and to make matters even worse, an Tyrian ship appears right next to you. Enemy ships trying to rob you destroyers. Storm must have fried their circuits, and they now see you as an enemy. Can't really tell what that weapon is. And I'd rather not wait to find out either. Oh, it's a beam. Ooh, that looks cool. Right, well, shields are not yet hit, which means we're just gonna keep going on with these. Hoping I can still get to the store now. Don't really care which one I get, the flak or the weapon pre-igniter type deal. Either way would be fine with me, but we're getting into some situations here. We'll send you to here. Keep the drones running. Alrighty then, 30 is not enough to get the pre-igniter, but it is enough to get that flak cannon. One in there, one in there. Yep, looks good. Okay. Well, that didn't take too long. So you're big. Captain, your pilot asks you suddenly, what are the 3 things you hate the most? You know that, Antarians, pirates, and ion storms. Perfect storm, right? Alright, well, at least we got a backup battery. But looks like we're going to be doing exactly the same thing as we did last time, which is depowering our weaponry and just getting drones up. Okay. If we ever decide that we can hit shields, we'll once again switch out our 2 drones for the other 2. Enough already. In Tyrian Pound says we got the message, we surrender. What message? I didn't send any message. Go get him. You are not escaping this one. Unless you get your shields back up. Which in the way it's looking right now is actually pretty possible. And it's not like he's going to be powering anything else. Yep, there's the shields back on. Alright. Get those 2 going for a little bit more. That's a problem, man. I can't see what's happening. Which means I'll just have to destroy it the normal way. Whatever it is you like best. They've destroyed the ship. You feel slightly more guilty than normal by destroying an Antarian ship. After all, they were living beings on board, not just robots. Well, that might be true. But they did attack me first. Arrive within a huge nebula seems quiet until you spot an entering ship between some thicker clouds. It moves towards you and Android sends you an automated message. This part of space is restricted for entering military vessels only. So enter a ship where these androids are authorized to destroy you. Any complaints can be sent to the Supreme Commando. They will surely hear from you if you survive this. Bring it on! Alright, let him have it. Had to happen at some point. Can't really say anything about it. Sucks, but you need to be on the weapons, actually. There you go. Fire in 02, huh? Rockman. You can take over from him and we'll get a backup battery going. Just so nothing too fancy can happen in there. That's for hitting my oxygen. Alright, good. There we go. Should actually get one more so we can... Ooh, is that a new tune? Looks new. So this mod has custom music as well. That or I haven't played Vanilla AE long enough to hear them all. This long beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. So let's do that. Mantis homeworlds. We don't have a teleporter, so we can't really do anything with the Mantis ship quests. Our medbay is upgraded, but that's not gonna help. The only thing this beacon offers a view of deep space and a brief respite from battles. For some, this must be a welcome refuge. Not for me, though. Come on, fires! Again with the O2. What is it with you guys in O2? Well, we need our pilot, that's for sure. Can't really vent yet. Oh, they killed one? Nah. Well, I hate to say it, but we had a spare anyway. Right, is there a safe beacon? Not really. I'm not gonna wait for fighters either. I'm not going back there. Let's just hope the battle isn't too bad. Earn so many parts of mad space that aren't dotted by the wrecks of battles past, but this is one of them. You take a deep breath and prepare to move on. Alright. Out of the nebula. Just hope it wasn't our weapon. No, our engines, man. It was the engines, man. Yeah, well. Anyway, I think this is going to be a great place for us to end the episode, I would say. We'll continue to run on the next one. So thank you guys for watching. Hoping you are still enjoying the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing. And like I said, I'll be seeing you guys on the next episode. Bye everyone.